back in my 4th Street garden today, and pulling these weeds. I think this is daisy fleabane, pretty sure. I like daisy fleabane, but they do make a very large amount of seeds and they spread like wildfire. So I'm pulling them, but what I'm doing right now is I'm putting them. I'm in the midst of my garlic bed, and I'm trying to plant them like roots out. So placing them with the roots sticking out on the edge of the bed, so that in case they decide to resprout or reroot themselves. It's supposed to rain in a couple of days. It's supposed to rain Friday. Today is Wednesday. It's supposed to rain Friday. I think that with the amount of wind and heat today, it's not that warm, but it's warm enough, and it's very sunny. I think that these plants will most likely not survive into Friday. They might. However, in any case, that's why I have them placed like that. So I'm going to finish pulling up these weeds here. And I'm going to pull up these daisy fleabane and this mugwort. This thing here. A lot of people mistake it for chrysanthemum. It's not. It's mugwort. Very nasty weed. Very tenacious perennial weed. So pull it. Pull it all if you can. I mean, it really spreads like wildfire. All of this thing here, this thicket, has mugwort growing underneath. I just can't keep up with it. I really can't. So, but within the garden beds, I try to keep it as clean as possible. So, let me just keep going and finish this up, so I can move on to the next project. All right, so that's the last of that. So if I hadn't mentioned it before, this is one of my composting in place schemes. And so this stuff is going to decompose right inside the bed, and it's going to impart its nutrients directly into the soil right where the plants are growing. And hopefully, because I'm hoping that this year I won't have to spend any money on fertilizers. I mean, it's kind of late for that because I already bought some stuff, but I don't want to buy any more, you know. And I have less chickens this year, so therefore less manure, and so I have to parcel it out between the garlic and the corn. And I think I'd rather just give all the manure that I'm going to get this spring to one or the other, and I think it's going to be the corn, because I can kind of more easily manipulate the nitrogen and all that stuff with the garlic, I think. But corn is a really, really, really big feeder. So, I mean, garlic is a big feeder too, but not as big as corn. So, anyway, so that's what I'm doing. That's my strategy for this year, and I'm hoping it works. So I'm standing beneath this apple tree. I just finished pruning some of it. There's really not a lot of apples on this tree. There's a few little tiny fruits, but I don't see a lot. In any case, so I cut a bunch of branches off the bottom because they're fruitless and they're making a lot of shade. So not wanting to waste any resources, I took the cut branches and I put them on top of my potato beds. So for the time being now, while these are still somewhat well, green and not disintegrated, let's say, they are imparting some shade, and as they decompose, they will impart all the nutrients that are in the leaves into the soil and onto the potatoes. So that's the plan there. that's another way to compost in place. You know, don't waste anything. Don't waste anything. Everything has a purpose, and it should be used to its maximum extent. So I try not to take stuff like this for granted, because it's perfectly usable. And what else is it going to go for? So today's mission is accomplished. That's the entrance to the garden. These are the potato beds covered in apple branches, and around the edges here are artichokes, and inside is cabbages. Now the strategy here is that hopefully the artichokes will become big and prickly, and then whoever might want to come in here and enjoy one of my hard-grown cabbages, they might think twice because of the prickly artichokes. They get very big, and they do have very nasty prickles, so I didn't get to plant the whole thing with the cabbages. I have more at home. Hopefully I'll be able to come back tomorrow. So this here is empty. But anyway. And also I kind of noticed that there's still I'm trying to cut the bed around the edge of the shadow that the apple tree is making. So there's still plenty of afternoon left, and I suspect that as day wanes that there'll be less and less shadow going towards the fence, and maybe I can just go ahead and just cut the rest of that. This is only about maybe 4 by 3. So I think I'm going to do that, but not right now because I'm tired and I'm parched, although I do have water. Hey, fancy that. So anyway, yeah, I'm done for now. I'm done for today. I think, like I said, I'm kind of tired and I want to go home. Oh, yeah, so I wanted to also give you the bad news. So this over here is the plot that part of the plot from my friend who had his series of unfortunate events, and this over here is part of his plot also, which is not, I didn't do this. I didn't turn the soil and do all this. Somebody came behind me after I had already sort of cleared all the debris. I cleared the debris. I didn't pull too many weeds, but I did pull some weeds, some big weeds. And then she came behind me. I know who it is. And she turned the soil and she took over. So, needless to say, I'm fairly dismayed. You know, I don't like to speak ill of people, but you know, this lady, she's got like practically half the garden, and she still wants more. So, like I said, it's kind of a dog-eat-dog thing, and it's very disconcerting. It's definitely not a community-minded action, so whatever. You know, if he comes back and he wants his garden, he can certainly have back the one that I took over. And I don't know about her, you know, she's probably going to keep it, even though she probably won't do much with it, but that's another issue, so whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know about that because, you know, it's kind of like the saga continues. Anyway, I gotta go home. Thanks for watching.